friends, it's Kristen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you exactly how I store my Etsy products for my Etsy shop, Lemon and Lily Co. right here from my college bedroom. Just for a little bit about me, I am currently a first-year law student at Florida State University College of Law, and I have had an Etsy shop as my small business for about 2 years now. I had previously opened as a different store name called Painted Grace by KS, where I sold all handmade canvases that I painted myself. And then I have just grown my business since then, and I have recently rebranded to Lemon and Lily, and the store has kind of taken off this year. It's been really exciting for me, and along with growing the store comes growing the amount of products and supplies that I have in my house to be able to run my business. So I've recently found some new storage solutions to run my business from my bedroom. I also wanted to say thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. I did not think this would happen so soon, but thank you so much. I am so thankful that you are here, and if you are not subscribed already, please be sure to do that down below before you leave and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And now I'm just going to get into how I store my Etsy products. And I originally had a little storage bin that was probably about this high that I had used in my dorm room to store clothes. It was much smaller, and I had originally used that to store my Etsy products when I first started about 2 years ago, and I had been using those again when I started Lemon and Lily. I had to figure out a new way to store my business because I had greatly outgrown the little space that I had before, and I found this shelf that fit really well. So I guess my first tip would just be to don't feel like you need to rush into finding the perfect storage solution, especially if your business is still in a phase of the beginning or early growth still, or where you still have a lot of room to grow, that you are hoping to or already are expanding your product base, because that's just going to come with more stuff, and you might outgrow your initial storage that might work for you at the very beginning, but then you'll quickly outgrow it and then have to rethink and replan. I've been using some of these like cube storage systems from Target for a long time. I actually use like the same idea in my closet for shoes, and these are actually the 11-inch cube size, and the other ones that I have are the 13-inch. So this is the majority of my Etsy products, but because these bins are only 11 inches by 11 inches, they don't fit a lot of my boxes and bubble mailers and that sort of thing. So I'm going to go through and show you what I have in all these 9 cubes now, but I do have some of my larger mailers, bubble mailers, rigid mailers for prints, and then I have a few size boxes that are not stored in here, so I wasn't able to find a way to fit everything into one storage shelf, but that's okay with me. And then I do have all of my paper goods by my printer in our little office area. So this is pretty much everything else. All of my packing supplies, tape, and then all of my smaller items are in here, and then all my printing materials, paper, cardstock are over by my desk, but that's kind of worked better as well because that's where I need those items, is by the printer, and then I come into my bedroom to pack orders. So now I'm just going to take you through all the 9 little cubes and sort of show you how I store things right now and kind of where I have room to grow. So here is our first bin, and also just a closer look at what these little fabric bins look like. And I actually ordered the set of the pink ones online just so that I could have them all the same color. And then in this bin I have all of my bracelets, including my little breast cancer awareness pink rubber bracelets, hair ties, and then all of the bracelet and jewelry stock that I have. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, or if you don't follow my store, totally fine if you don't, but just as a little update, my sister has actually kind of joined the Lemon and Lily team and has started making some beaded bracelets and friendship bracelets, but she's in New York, so we've kind of split things down the middle, and she has some materials and I have some here because I am still managing the store. I take all of the photos and I still process orders. And then just yesterday, actually, I also picked up these little tiny plastic storage bins from Target. This was the only size that actually fit inside the 11-inch bins. All the rest were a lot longer, and obviously I needed something that was short enough to fit into this bin. So I just have the stock of friendship bracelets that I have in here right now. These are our wish bracelets that I've just added to the store. So I had these on top because I was using them for photography and initially listing them, but then I plan to just kind of keep stacking them up on top here, and then I can eventually finish the packing for them and put them kind of deeper in the bin. But this was really nice to have on top, and I'll probably just keep whatever my newest inventory is right on top for adding more photos or taking like groups of product photography. But these little bins I think were $2 from Target. I also have in here this little bead organizer that I got online, but this was super helpful and I found it for a few dollars from one of the places where I buy some of our beading materials, and this fit really nicely in here, and it's about the same size as this. I also have all our hair tie stock in here. These are all on the little cardstock logo cards that I made for them, and then once they actually are ordered by a customer, I go ahead and finish them by putting them in a poly bag like these ones. And then I also have our breast cancer awareness bracelets in here. Sorry about the plastic crinkling. So I have like some stock of these already in the plastic bags. I have some little string bags in white and then in lavender to actually ship out the bracelets and the little beaded bracelets that my sister makes. And then I could also use these for hair ties or other jewelry that I hope to add to the store soon. And I actually have some taller rolls of friendship bracelet material in here. So then I can go ahead and just stack this right on top of there, which has been helpful also. And then I kind of have the stuff that I use more often on the top. The next bin is fairly full as well, and I tried to kind of do one type of product per bin, and then the lower ones are packing materials. So in this bin I have an extra logo t-shirt, and then I have all of the cards that I have in stock, all of the greeting cards as well as stickers, business cards, and then some priority mail stickers that you can actually get for free from USPS. And then I also have some of the tags and twine for our Bible verse jars that just fit as well in here. Envelopes that I can use for sending greeting cards or sticker orders. And then I just recently purchased this little accordion organizer thing. I actually found this at Publix, but it was short enough again to fit inside this bin, which was perfect. And I was so excited to finally have something to organize all of my stickers with. So I have all my stickers in stock in here, and then I also recently started keeping receipts for when I eventually need to file my taxes for this year. I have any of the receipts that I actually have like a physical receipt of stored in here as well for when I need them. And the rest of these are all my stickers that I have in stock, just organized by the little partition by the type of sticker. I have another little organizer in here that I actually used to have in my dorm room and then on my desk, that I actually just turned it sideways, so it's supposed to have drawers, and I just flipped it this way so I could organize greeting cards, which was super helpful for me. So then I don't keep a ton of cards in stock because I do print them to order, but the ones that I have in stock I do have in here, and all of the envelopes separated by the type of card. I also have, everything like fits in here so well, so when I take it out it falls over. I also have my little box of my business cards, which I just recently ordered as well. And I sent some of these to my sister for her to be able to pack orders. And I bought these from Vistaprint, and I have used them ever since I started my first Etsy store, and I'm always super impressed with them and keep going back. They run great sales all the time, and I like that you can still get them for a good price even if you don't need a massive quantity like I do not need yet. I think I bought a pack of maybe 250 because they were on sale for 50% off. So I like that they still offer a ton of business solutions, but you don't have to buy them in like a minimum quantity of 1,000 or something, because I just don't need that yet. And last on the top row is this bin right here. And this one is fairly empty, but I use this one the most, honestly. Of my ribbons, thank you cards, and tape for packaging orders, as well as some extra ribbon that I haven't used yet, as well as my little scale that I use for shipping and weighing. So this is actually a food scale that I got from Bed Bath & Beyond, and it has a little like bowl thing that attaches on top, but I never need that because I'm weighing flat packages, and it just goes up to like 1 pound, which is all I need because most of my packages are 10 ounces or less. And now I pretty much know how all my different types of orders weigh when I weigh them, but if I have anything odd or unusual, I can use this so that I can purchase the correct packaging label amount on Etsy, because I do buy all of my order labels directly through Etsy because they have a great way for you to just purchase your shipping label for each order through there as long as you know the size and weight of your package. So I use this and keep it in here because it fits in this bin. Everything is kind of like if I could organize it by type and then what fit. I have some packing tape in here. I have some curling ribbon in here as well. I also have all of my thank you cards that I started printing myself. So I put these in each and every order that I ship. I made this little graphic that just says thank you for choosing Lemon and Lily, and then our contact information, and then I just leave plenty of space for me to write a handwritten note to every customer. I had originally purchased these as like postcards from Vistaprint as well with the exact same design, and then once I had a printer and my supplies and everything, I started printing them myself. But I have heard from customers that a handwritten thank you note goes a long way, so this is something I am very passionate about that I like to keep in all of the orders that I do ship. I also have some little lemon washi tape that I recently added to a little extra touch of my packaging, and then I have just some regular Scotch tape and more ribbon in here. The next row, the middle row of the bins, is next, and in here I have the other little empty white bin. Have not used this one yet, but I will find a purpose for it, so for now it was just sitting in here. And then in this bin I just have all of the extra jars for my larger Bible verse jars. This one is 9 of the 16-ounce size, and actually 9 of these fit perfectly in the bottom of this bin, which was nice. So then this one is actually half empty because they only take up half the bin, so I have plenty of room to add more things in here if I need to, but for now this was good because they fit perfect, and previously I just had them in the box that they came in. This bin is probably my next most frequently used because I use it for most orders. I have a ton of tissue paper, but I did buy a bunch of colorful tissue paper and then just some white tissue paper from Target in just big packs. I haven't found it anywhere that I can get as high of a quantity for a lower price than Target, so I might need to look into that some more. And then I just have some spare bubble wrap and other kind of just wrapping in here. I like to try and reuse things. If I buy stuff on Amazon or Target and it comes with either like wrapping paper that I can reuse or bubble wrap or anything, I do try to reuse that if I can. So I have all my tissue paper and then just spare wrapping materials in here. This bin is also very full, and one that I also just changed what was in here. The little rattling is my small Bible verse jars that are empty and extra. So I have all of these kind of stacked up in here. And then I also have some finished Bible verse jars that fit in here. I used these when I first listed them on Etsy. And then I actually have the old business cards and old thank you cards for my first store and first logo and everything in here. I didn't want to throw them out just yet. They're kind of just like a cute memento, so I just have them in the bottom of here. And then I also have my blank envelopes that I used for sending sticker orders. This fit very nicely right on the top. The bottom bin, we are in the bottom row now, we are almost there. So this bin looks kind of funny and it just barely fit actually in its slot. So in here I just have a bunch of sheets of cardboard that I have very diligently cut down to the size of my rigid cardboard mailers that I use for prints. So I have small ones, and then I have some even larger in here that fit diagonally across. So I try to put those in my cardboard mailers with my art prints just to make sure they don't get bent or crinkled. The cardboard mailers are supposed to be sturdy and rigid, but I try to add this just in case, just to add as much stability as possible, depending on how well they're handled in the mail or just how far they have to travel to the customer. I also have some blank picture frames in here that I plan to use later on. I will be selling at my first in-person boutique coming up this fall, so I just had those stored in here because they fit, and I plan on using those as display at my booth table. And also I just want to say this is another way I try to be slightly more sustainable and just more efficient with my resources. So all of these pieces of cardboard that pretty much fill up this entire bin, I have cut from boxes of things I've ordered online, or I've even just used whatever leftover boxes we had in the house, and I've just cut them all down to size with a box cutter. And then obviously like some size boxes are too small or aren't the right size to be able to use larger pieces, but larger boxes I've cut down to size and then just obviously not used where the shipping label for the boxes or anywhere that there was tape or anything funky. But I tried to reuse these just to get another use out of the cardboard before I just recycle them. The last two bins we have over here, this one I actually forget that it's like empty and I need to refill this, or I still have room in this bin to fill it back up. In here I just have this sticker maker and then an extra sticker paper cartridge that I actually need to put in here. I haven't replaced it before, so I need to figure out how to do it. My mom used to be a huge scrapbooker, so this was actually something she had and was getting rid of and passed on to me. So I've been using this to make my shipping labels sticky to stick them onto my packages. And then this is just an extra roll of the sticker paper. So you just put the printer paper through here, turn this thing, and it comes out as a sticker, which is super cool. So that is all that is in this bin. And then my last bin over here, I have an extra bubble mailer. This is a smaller size. I have all of my lemon tiny bubble mailers. These are my favorite thing ever. I have an extra cardboard box that I can use for shipping, but also fit in here so I can use it for organization. And then in here I have some small craft paper gift bags that I will be using when I sell in person at the boutique. So that is everything I have in my cute 9 little bins that I have here in my bedroom to store all of my Etsy products. I will also include a little clip of where my printer is and then how I store just some of my paper, printing, and address labels and all of that. It does fit pretty well over there as well. And then the only other thing I have on top of here is my paper cutter. It's too big to fit in any type of drawer or storage that I have, so I usually just leave it right on top, and it is kind of right on top for when I need to cut new materials or cut shipping labels and customer order forms. So that concludes how I store my Etsy business from my bedroom. I hope this was helpful or interesting for you, and if it was, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos from me. I'm so excited to continue to see where this YouTube journey takes me. And as I said at the beginning, I just hit 2,000 subscribers, and this month I have received my very first paycheck from YouTube, which is super exciting, and I'm just so thankful to have this and my little store as my online businesses. If you have any questions at all, be sure to leave them down in a comment below, and I will do my best to get back to you. I have quite a few other Etsy videos I have done on this channel if you are interested in any of those. And until I see you again, be nice to people, be nice to yourself, and do something kind today. See ya.